Here we are, winter camping and winter hiking at Red Top Mountain State Park in Georgia. Hey folks.
Hi.
We are Kyle and Mary Kate, and this is our channel, Adventures and Activities. Welcome. Our channel is all about getting out with our family and finding adventure, making adventure, and not letting life get in the way of having those great experiences.
Yep, absolutely.
If you're new here, please do take a minute to hit the subscribe button and like this video and maybe share it with some of your friends. We really appreciate that.
Yes.
This week, our show is all about getting out when life gets in the way, but not letting it. So you're busy, life is busy, work, kids' school, kids' activities, just a lot going on. But saying, you know what? We're going to go camping.
Right. Just, you know what? All of that stuff's going to happen, and it's going to keep coming at us. And if we wait for a break, it's not going to happen. It's not going to come. And sometimes you have to take the reins, or really all the time, and you have to make the decision, you know what, these are all good things, but they're not superior to spending some time away as a family, and we're going to make that change right now.
Yeah, if you wait for the perfect time to go off on an adventure, you'll still be waiting a year later.
Yep, absolutely.
So this week we are camping in Red Top Mountain State Park in the middle of winter, a little bit cold, but that made it part of the adventure.
Yeah, definitely. It's there's pros and cons to all kinds of weather, obviously, and it's really good to get out in all four seasons if you can, and just find out what your preferences are, and just try to enjoy nature in all of its forms.
Yeah, for sure. Don't get stuck inside the whole winter. All right, everyone.
Hi.
We're out here on the Iron Hill Trail at Red Top Mountain State Park. Yesterday was 61 degrees and sunny. Would have been a good day for taking a trail walk, but today is 37 degrees. It's a little colder and a little cloudier, but the rain stopped. We're on about more than halfway through the trail now, so we've come about a little over halfway, and we're gonna finish up our walk and go back to the camper to warm up. All right. So one precaution we have to take when winter camping is that as the night comes on, temperatures drop below freezing, and the park's got warnings about this too. They want you to come out and disconnect your water supply hoses so they don't burst or burst the pipes. So I'm out here, I wait till all the kids are in bed and everyone has gone to the bathroom the last time, and then I come out and just the supply hose, just disconnect the supply, and I'll hook it up again in the morning. Once I've got everything disconnected, I will actually put the hoses into the basement of the camper for the night, just to give them a little extra warmth, and they make it easier to put them back on again in the morning. And so that's it. Just takes a couple of minutes, and we have a more peaceful night knowing that we're not going to have a burst hose in the morning. One of the things we did because it was so cold was a side trip to a museum, right?
Right. So that was also, part of these things, making these decisions. Like, we have school and we have to do that. We homeschool our kids. Schools take field trips, and this was a great opportunity to learn a little bit more about an area in our state, in its local area. So we went to the Bartow County Museum, History Museum.
Yeah.
In Cartersville, downtown Cartersville, which, by the way, is a really cute and quaint little town with lots of restaurants and shops and stuff, and I'd like to spend more time there for sure. But the Bartow County Museum was kind of amazing. It's in the original courthouse from the 1860s, right by the railroad tracks. It had a lot of iterations over the years. At one point in the 1950s, it was even a roller rink. But in 2010, after a few decades of it being abandoned, I guess the county got a hold of it and they bought it and they turned it into a preservation society, like a history museum. And a lot of the items they have were donated by citizens, longtime family residents of the county. And so as you walk through, there's like an interactive room for kids, talking a little about the areas. There was milling and cotton weaving and all of those different things. So they talk about that. They just have a little schoolroom, that kind of a thing. And then you can move your way upstairs and there's kind of like you meander through history, the beginning of the area all the way through pretty much present day. And the stuff that's particular to that area, particular to the country in general. And it was a really good way. We're not originally from the South, so it was a really good way for us to learn a little bit more, especially about the Cherokee Indian tribe that was here. That was fascinating, actually. But they have little kind of life-size dioramas of what a kitchen would have looked like at the turn of the 20th century or what a pioneer homesteading house would have looked like, along with actual artifacts and letters and things talking about different families that actually founded and lived in the town and the area. I think it was just kind of like neat. It's always neat to go down history and see what's the same, what's different. We got to a storefront, the kids were like, hey, baking powder still looks like that, or we still have that kind of candy. So it was really neat. It did not take us much time at all. They're very friendly there, and we pretty much had the museum to ourselves on a Friday morning. But I would say that in all, I think were we gone an hour and a half?
Couple hours maybe.
Yeah, it really doesn't take long at all. It was really bright and wide open. The building itself is historic, so the windows are gorgeous, the floors, everything, it's beautiful. And then they, of course, have a little gift shop at the end, up at the front, and those are always just fun for kids to look at and see what there is.
Yeah,
but
they get those souvenirs.
It's right next door to the Booth Western Art Museum, which is definitely something I want to go back and check the next time. But if you had a full day, you could definitely go to one museum, go to lunch, right? Just walk, go to lunch somewhere there, and then you could come back and do an afternoon. And then a very short drive from there is the Telus Science Museum, which we had a membership to for a few years. And that's also a really great kind of a one-day thing, a lot of hands-on interactive stuff. And it's not a planetarium. What is it called? Where it's like no, it's more like an IMAX theater, but they can project the night sky and constellations that are local to the area. So that area itself is pretty rich for just learning in general. Yeah, I would say.
Yeah. They're very big. Hey everyone, we're out here this week and it is winter camping time. So one of the ways we spend the time in the winter is getting a fire and having some s'mores. So Eamon's out here setting up the material and everyone's going to come out in a minute or two and we are going to make some quick s'mores. We won't hang out by the fire too long. It is in the high 20s or low 30s right now, but we'll be able to come out here for a few minutes and enjoy winter in Georgia.
Yeah.
Are you excited to go home?
Sure.
Alright, great. Let's go see Eamon. Hey Eamon, how you doing today? Getting ready to go? Yeah. Excited? Hoping for Chick-fil-A? Alright, great. Hey Stella. Getting ready to go? Yep. Not really excited. Pretty chill. Hey Dad.
Hi.
You getting ready to go? Yep. What you doing right now? Draining it.
Water. This is the low point of the water.
Alright.
Quick now, or else I'm gonna get rain now.
Alright. Anything else you gotta do before we go?
We have to run the antifreeze through the system.
Alright, sounds exciting. Alright,
Savannah.
nice. More from Dad later. And I'm recording different people. And it's dark. Hard to see, and Will's yelling.
Okay, folks, that's it for this week. Thanks again for joining us. A reminder to subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and give us a comment below. We love to hear from you, and we'll try to
Have
give
you
you an
visited
answer.
any of these places, and especially the ones we haven't seen yet? And what would you like to recommend to us? What would you like to tell us about? We'd love to hear your feedback.
Yeah, for sure. We're always looking for new ideas. Thanks.
My own web show, my own web show. Everybody wanna know my own web show, my own web show, my own web show. How will it go? My own web show, my own web show, my own web show. Everybody wanna know.